Hey guys, Intel 25 here. How you guys doing? I know I haven't made a video in a while. I just kind of been busy, whatnot, stuff like that. So personal things stuff. I kind of want to bring a game that's pretty much interesting, which I just recently started playing it. I know on my last video I was playing Final Fantasy 12, I believe it was. No, yeah, Final Fantasy 12. Yeah. Sorry about that. Lost my train of thought. My thing was is that I'm still playing it, but I'm kind of taking it slow. My big issue with it was, like I stated in my last my last video, was that it was too much based off of Final Fantasy 11, the online game, which to me, I'm still trying to get into the combat. Of it. It's the only thing that's kind of like hindering me from playing it a little bit. I believe there is a good story to it. Trust me, I'm liking the story. I'm liking everything about it. It's just my take on it is a little bit disappointing as far as the battle system goes. Uh, this game I kind of started like a couple days ago, so I kind of wanted to bring my thoughts into it, which is Persona 5. Persona 5 Royal. I played it on the PS4 version. I stopped, end up playing it because I moved on to other games and stuff like that. So I thought I'd come back to it, but I played it on the PS4. This version is the PC version, which is relatively. There's no difference in the PC version versus the PS5 version versus the Switch version. It's all the same. All it is just reiterations of it, of the game and whatnot, of what the same game, whatnot. Uh, my take on it is that I really like it. I really do like it. I enjoy it. I'm enjoying the game so far. As you can see, I'm in a safe room and stuff like that. So, to me, let me see. Like the menu here, let me go into the menu. Like the menu system is just still the same as the PS4, PS5 version, Nintendo Switch. All the same. The only thing I can see that I saw that was a little different was the configuration, which is the graphics setting, which they really didn't add much to it. As you can see, you can go custom, you can go high, but that's the most anything really. The only thing I can tell that's a little different from the other version is the frame rate, which I can go 120 hertz on the frame rate, depending on what uh, monitor monitor you have. You can go up to 120 hertz. If you take a 1080p monitor, I believe they go now at a 240 hertz. I believe it is. Uh, Mine is a max out of 120 hertz, which is the ultra wide monitor. So, which is why you see the bars on the sides of the screen. So, unfortunately, this game does not play in ultra wide, which kind of sucks. And I wish it would have. I wish they would have implemented the ultra wide feature into this game. Which is, it's fine. It's just I wish they kind of would have added that into it. It would have been a nice feature they would have added. So. With that being said, you got the display setting, 16 by 2560 by 1600. I can go higher, but I'm like, what's the point? Like, Persona 5, you really don't need it on the PC, so the graphics are not really high demanding per se. So for me, I like it. The only thing different is that, the only thing different, like I said before, is the frame rate, which is, instead of going your normal 60 or your normal 30, I think it's 30 frames or 60 frames on the Switch. I'm not for sure. Quote down below if it is 30 frames or if it's 60 frames. I really haven't played it on the Switch, so I've only played it on the PS4 as I stated. So, This one I've actually like I said, I'm actually liking it. I'm really getting into the story. I actually like the anime cutscene in the game, which I think the anime cutscenes are really, really nice. I mean, it's like watching an anime. If you're really into anime, it's really, really good. So, the Royal, I haven't gotten too far in the Royal. I'm really enjoying it. I kind of see myself playing this a little bit more than playing Final Fantasy 12. It's just hard to get into Final Fantasy 12 because, like I said, they based off the online, and I really don't like the battle system in that one. But I do like the way the graphics look and everything. I like what they redid with it. So this one's actually your turn-based, which is I like actual turn-based RPG than playing, action RPG, which is where Final Fantasy 16 went, and Final Fantasy, I think it was 12, 13, and 14 kind of went, no, 13 kind of went action based. 14 is actually online. 15 they went action based. So the Square Enix is kind of going action based on the Final Fantasy franchise. As far as the other franchises, as far as like Dragon Quest, Ogre Tactic, those are all like they're sticking to the same formula. And you got Bravely Default 2, which is sticking to the same formula, whatnot. But it seems like the Final Fantasy franchise is like they're going to the action base, which I kind of feel like Square Enix is kind of alienating their fan base that actually helped them progress from back in the 80s, early 80s when Final Fantasy was released, and they're kind of alienating their fan base that actually supported the series, which is kind of heartbreaking a little bit, but I guess they want to get drawing more audience, which is that to me, I'm like I get it, but at the same time, it's like you're alienating your original fan base that helped support the franchise. So. Alright, so let's get going. I don't want to ramble on too much. I know you guys want to see me ramble on a little bit. So let's get going here. Okay,
Okay, let's go.
Okay, let's go. As you can see, you can actually run around in the main area. It's pretty linear type game, but the enemy does get a little harder later on. So let's get going.
Ah. Now then.
Baton Pass, okay.
Show me your true form.
Okay, I'll show you an example first. You better watch closely. Zora! Use this opportunity to baton pass and swap your turn with someone else. The baton is yours!
Okay, you can now pass, and the one more, you obtain another party member. The recipient in the baton pass will have their attack power, healing ability increase if they pass it on to another party member. That will also increase. Okay, which is pretty cool. If you successfully pass the baton to all four people in your party, the fourth member will be able to use a skill without using any HP or MP. That's pretty cool. Use the baton pad for the armor.
Now strike the enemy's weakness. And
This
give
is
the
like I
baton
said, this
pass
is the
a try.
PC version, so I'm actually using a PlayStation 5 controller, which is what I'm used to playing game. You can actually use the Xbox One controller, which in actuality, you can actually use it because, of course, Microsoft Windows, Xbox controller. So I rather use my PlayStation controller here. So let's get going.
All right, the baton pass made you stronger.
Okay, so let's see. Go to tactic analysis.
It's weak to electricity. This one's weak against.
As you can see, the
one
monsters I've already
is
collected
weak
so
to
far
fire.
in the game.
It's weak to
Uh,
electricity.
It's
Let's
kind
go
of
for
like the
that.
Slash Pokemon in a way, where you can combine monsters and whatnot and have them join you and stuff. So, but it's more, like I said, it's more RPG. I'm not saying that uh Pokemon is not an RPG. It just I'm just giving an example of how the game is per se. If for those who hasn't played Persona or who is interested in Persona, this is just one of those games where it kind of feels like a Pokemon game. If you're very familiar with the Shinigami Tensei series, which is they pretty much have the same monsters in there. There's also another one which is there is another game I just can't remember the name right now, but there is another one I do own, which is the monsters are the same. So pretty much all the monsters are the same, just like in Final Fantasy, in the Final Fantasy franchise, the monsters are the same, and in the Dragon Quest series, the monsters are the same. So it just goes to they brag over the monsters to each iteration of Final Fantasy or Dragon Quest, whatnot. It's all the same iteration. They're just that different story, different characters, and whatnot, and different summon spells and stuff like that. You kind of get summons in here, but you do get them, but they're called personas, which is kind of a summon, a little bit, kind of like Pokemon, a little bit. But that being said, so let's see, persona. Okay, let's see here. Until
Who's next?
no,
What's the plan?
let's try. Oh, okay, we're not gonna do that. Okay, so we'll try the gun.
Looking cool. All right, pass the baton and follow up.
Ooh. What, use automatic? Okay, so R2.
Do it!
Another baton pass. Persona!
So we can get that.
Nice one. Keep it up.
So this is where you can have monsters join you. This part of it, this part of the thing, as long as you can knock the monster like dizzy, whatnot, let's say, you can actually have them join you. So we're gonna talk to the monster. So limit your power.
Are you stupid?
Okay, some of them depends on the dialogue. Can easily say no or yes, yes, no, maybe yes, but you gotta answer in a certain way, or they will not join you. So
That won't work right now.
okay, so it won't work. Okay, so we're gonna do an all-out attack.
Let's get serious. Okay, guys. Let's do it. How's that?
So it's basically like your ultimate, sorta per se.
Nice going.
So that was kind of cool, and then you got your rush move here. I'm actually in the beginning of the part where I'm actually trying to search the castle, per se right now. I did beat the castle in the PS4 version, but it wasn't the royal version, and this is the royal version.
All right.
So you get
let's
more.
rest for
Okay, that's it. Okay, hold on.
Let's do it.
Okay, there we go. I don't want to lose my progression there. Okay. So you can kind of see where you fought right. Okay, going. Okay. Well, you kind of fought a little bit. Like I said, it's kind of like Pokemon in a way, but it's more RPG-ish. In a way, you got your turn-based. Yeah, the old Pokemon games were kind of turn-based a little bit. So if you're like, those kind of games, you'll like Persona. If you're into like anime and stuff like that, you'll like Persona. If you're into like Pokemon and you like their anime, you're like Persona. So it is. Okay, hold on, let me see here. Okay, cool. So as you can, let me see if I can hit this one. Nope. Okay.
Damn it.
Listen up.
Oh, it's gonna jump and hide, I believe. Okay.
Still! Now, let's carry out our plan.
Okay, so pretty much in the beginning of the game, it showed you all the moves, but then you get your iteration will start. You'll learn more. You'll learn the moves as you go along in the game. So, you know, but you don't want to get caught.
I'll reveal your true form.
Because if you get caught, it's going to be harder, and the monsters start ambushing you, and it's harder to kill all the monsters
The
in the
first
game.
move is ours! Take this! Impressive.
Okay. Okay.
Get ready!
Resist.
Get ready!
Oh, snap.
Persona! There!
Ow.
Persona! Zoro, show your might! Too late. Stay focused. 2 foes left. Let's do this! Witness my resolve!
So let's see. We need a heal. There we go.
2 enemies
I don't
remaining.
know later
Don't
on
let your guard
if you
down.
do get more characters to unlock. I'm not for sure. Like I said, I'm still at the beginning of the game, but I never
me my
played the
cue,
Persona game because I kind of want to play them now. I'm kind of getting into the mood of playing it. The only thing, the reason why I never played Persona 5, and I know people are going to be like, well, how come you haven't played Persona 5? The only reason, I did play Persona 5 in the PS5, in the PS4 version. I do really agree with that. But my disappointment was that you had a time limit, per se, and you have to beat the certain dungeon by a specific time. And that was the thing that was kind of drew me away from the game, which I was kind of really disappointed which kind of took me a little bit to get into it. So I was like, okay, well, I mean, yeah, I beat the first dungeon by the certain time, but if you don't beat it by a certain time, game over. So I kind of don't like RPGs like that, but I'm gonna try to give it a try. But as far as I know, it looked really, really good. I really like it so far.
Bam!
Who's this? Come on.
Persona! Take this! Here we go!
Let's go. What? Go down!
Time for my persona!
Who needs healing?
Me, yeah!
Persona! Captain Kid!
Defeated! Skull, give me more! Let me go!
Persona!
Yep.
Nice job, Panther! We
Nice!
took them all out!
The soundtrack in this game is really, really good. That's one of the things I did like about the game with the soundtrack. It's very different. And I really, really do like it.
It looks so
Like I said, it's a little different, but it just takes some getting used to. But
Okay.
the soundtrack is awesome.
Whoa!
I have no disappointment on the soundtrack. Really good. Unfortunately, I cannot play the soundtrack because I do
Right.
not want this video getting monetized, of course. So,
We cleaned up. Let's keep going.
okay, so we can hide.
Show me your true
And
form.
that's pretty cool. I like that when I'm seeing a little sneaky right there. Cool.
What is this? All right, the first move is ours. Let me go already.
Persona! Yeah! Bam!
Oh wow, nice.
Go, give me more.
Yeah!
2 foes left. Let's do this. 2 enemies remaining. Don't let your guard down.
And then you get little guns and stuff like that, which is pretty cool. My favorite part would be is this part where you go like you pick the gun,
Yourself.
you knock one of them out. So okay, we're gonna say hopefully this time it doesn't do it. So we'll say enemy your power.
I am thou. Thou art I.
Well, that one was a little easier.
A
Losers.
spectacular victory.
All right.
That was actually pretty cool. I like that. That was actually fun. I liked it. So let's see if we can use a persona to if we can heal. Persona. Let's try. I already wearing that persona. Okay, let's try item. Okay, I did buy 10 of them. He's just hiding on the corner. One thing I did not notice in the last game, you could steal. You know what I mean? In the other game when I played it, I didn't know you could. So
This door won't
okay,
budge.
can't open that one.
Let's find a different route, Joker.
The thing with Persona games, you really have to be into RPGs. If you're not into RPG type games, you're really not gonna like the game. The thing I like RPGs is for the simple fact it's like kind of like reading a book or a movie. And you know, instead of when you go watch a movie, you're watching a movie. If you're watching anime, you're watching an anime. For like 30 minutes. I consider this more of like a really, really long book and a really long anime. You play it until you beat it, and you start to get invested into the character. You start to understand the character. You start to understand everything about it, and you start getting invested from the very beginning all the way to the end of the game, until the game is beaten. You can't beat the game all the way. You can't beat the game if you don't want to do everything, like side missions and stuff like that. So you can't relatively beat a game. Normally, I put about 100 hours or maybe more into a game just to try to max out the level, max out the characters, max out the stat and stuff like that, just to get further. So when I fight a boss, guess what? I'm not getting my butt kicked all over the place. So that pretty much me personally. And I don't mind sitting down, leveling and grinding. Basically grinding is what people call it nowadays. Grinding. And I don't mind sitting down and grinding for hours and hours and hours until I get my character up to a certain level. In any game, in any RPG or whatever. So what can I say this game is worth it? Yes. Is the game relatively good? Yes. Definitely. I know I'm at the beginning of the game. Definitely. I know that. I understand that. But there is every iteration of the game from the PS4 to PS3 to PS4 to PS5 to Nintendo Switch to PC. The game has to be good, obviously, for them to keep porting it over. I hear that all the Persona games are really, really good. So, like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and give number 5 here a try. Give it a try. Keep going, whatever. And I will keep you guys updated on this. I don't want to drag this video on out, but I just kind of want to get my thoughts and stuff like that. And do I like the game? Yeah. Do I personally think it's worth it? Since I know I'm at the beginning, yes, I do think it's worth it. Definitely. You know what I mean? I know it's in 2023. You know, I know that hopefully they will bring out a Persona 6. You know, I know they keep bringing out Persona 5 reiteration of it. Tactic, Persona 5 Tactics, Persona 5. I know it's doing relatively good. I know that. But they just kind of need to bring out a new Persona game. I'm just saying, I know I haven't played this one yet. Play this one before you wish on to the next one. I know. But I get that. But how many times you're going to keep reiterating not Final Fantasy, I'm sorry. Persona 5 Tactic, you know, till you're gonna basically drain it dry, and people are gonna get sick and tired of it, to be honest with you. So there's only so many versions of you know, I keep saying Final Fantasy, Persona. You know, there's so many times you can keep saying it, keep bringing it out, where people actually get tired of it. So that's my take and thought. I didn't want to ramble on to this much in the video, but I just kind of want to get my thought and take on it so far. That I do like the game. I will definitely keep you updated on this. I do think the game is awesome. Like I said, if you want to want to see my progress, my thoughts on it, keep playing it. Like and subscribe down there. I mean, I would like to hear you guys' thought and take on it. But it's a relatively good game. You know, I think I love anime, so if you really like anime, you will like this game. So, like I said, that's my take and thought. Like I said, that's my progress so far. So I will keep you guys updated, and you guys have to stay safe out there. Have a happy holiday, and like I said, see you guys on the next video, and you guys have a good one.